If you believe the recession is coming, which we believe it is, you may be misjudging what that's actually going to do for real estate prices. Jesse Ibanez, co-founder of the Greenhouse Group, actually at our newest listing down in Otay Ranch, and just got into an extemporaneous phone call during our media day here with a neighbor who was trying to pace and time the market. Seems to believe that we're heading for a recession. Wouldn't disagree. And then it's going to be time to pounce on some super depressed home prices. Gang, this is a myth. We got to make sure that we bust it here, at least for our little clan that's tuning in. So yes, if that's the case, sure, there's always an initial gut punch, right? Think post-COVID, like world shutdown, initial gut punch. But then immediately on the other side of that, you've got this bifurcated path. The path where a lot of people got hurt, right? So, recession's not good. Less money, more pinch. Ain't nobody making big dollar ticket items in that group on the other side of the recession. However, for the folks that aren't affected that bad by recessions, maybe they're in a category where they're like this to it. You then exacerbate that with the fact that there's low rates afoot. That's what the government does. They artificially deflate mortgage-backed security yields historically to make rates a little lower to try to spawn economy activity. If that's the case, and that happens, which it usually does, that will then all be met with the nexus of almost no inventory, which will have no ability to replete itself fast enough to be able to keep up with the demand that's been pent up basically since the Fed started messing with their monetary policy in March or April of last year. It's been capitulating ever since. And we saw that little respite break in January when the rates got down in like the high fives. People went nuts. It was lines down the open houses we were having, right? Bunch of transactions. Then it got moody again. The rates went back up. So we can see the evidentiary hallmarks of this playing out in real time. As soon as those rates start to soften and that moodiness wanes with it, game on. So if you're in a moment right now where you're trying to time the market, remember, you can't time a market in real estate. It's only time in market. You may be looking at this moment right now as an eye of the storm, where it was crazy sauce going into it, little bit of respite. We're sitting here right now, and it might be crazy sauce coming out of the back of it. And this might be the moment where you can pick up something at a reasonable price. And if it is a rate that maybe is a little higher than what you had hoped, chances are likely you might be able to refi out that down the line if that big R does come. So gang, tune into this channel for more. Smash that button. We'll catch you on the other side.